Good morning and welcome back to the garden. It's September the 22nd and it's a lovely autumn morning. The sun is shining, she says, as it slowly goes behind a cloud, and it's a really warm morning. So, today I want to talk about ADHD and some aspects of it that can affect my gardening. I'm not going to go into great detail because there are many ADHD channels on YouTube. I'll link a few in my description, and these are the ones I find entertaining or helpful. But people with ADHD can have difficulties in starting projects of any variety. And sometimes when they've started a project, they can have difficulties in stopping it at an appropriate time. When you're at work, you have structure. You have a boss telling you what to do and how to do it. But when you're at home and on your own time, sometimes you can feel a little lost or a little confused as to the jobs you should be doing. All the jobs seem important, and you'll choose the entertaining and the stimulating and neglect those that are more boring, such as the weeding. So I don't like weeding, as you can tell, but it is a necessary job. You don't want the weeds to crowd out your plants. There are strawberries in there. And you also don't want them to set flowers and to put down seeds for next year. So this is a little trick I try and use, and that is to give myself a time limit. This will also stop me from hyper-fixating and going, right, I'm just going to weed the entire allotment in one go, and just exhausting myself. So that's the idea, because you want to do a bit of weeding, but you don't want to neglect all the other jobs that you have to do, because that'll just make you feel a bit miserable. So today I'm going to go around the back of the sweet corn and to finish off this strip here. Now what I do is I give myself a timer. I give myself 20 to 30 minutes to get part of the weeding done. So I'm going to do this strip, and then I'll go on to the bed that's got the strawberries in, and then I'll possibly go on to bed over there that's got the fennel in. But I'm only going to do it for that 30 minutes. And then once that's done, I can go on to do my other jobs. And then the next time I come out and do the gardening, I will give myself another 20 or 30 minutes to get some more done. So this is where I'll be starting. I'm going to set my timer for 20 minutes, and we'll see how much we can get done in that time. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, half an hour and a tub of weeds later. Let's see what we got done. Well, I managed 3/4 of that, and I redid this path. I thought, seeing as I was doing the other one, and I've done that path and trimmed back a few of the herbs. So it is actually surprising what you can get done in half an hour. That's awesome. I've also pulled out some of the weeds from the beds, taken a bit off the edge, just did things. But there we are. That's half an hour's work. It's quite a surprise what you can do in half an hour. Now, don't aim for perfection, because you're going to have to do this again anyway. It's going to need doing again in 6 months, a couple of weeks, whenever the year it is that you're doing it, it'll need doing again. And a lot of the perennials, dandelions, ducks, horsetails, I have a lot of horsetails in this garden, will have roots underneath the membrane. There is membrane under this, but they'll have roots under it and you can't pull them out. So don't aim for perfection. And this, well, these are the strawberries, and this is what you can see of them being overcrowded. They've hardly grown, and that one over there is looking a bit sorry for itself. You can see a few of the leaves have rotted back. It's very yellow. And these red fruits aren't strawberries, they're in the shade, red currants, which are up there, and I haven't picked them. So I'll be picking out little red currant plants. So yes, so I've had the half an hour. I would stop and normally go on to something else, but I'm actually waiting for my husband to come from the office and tell me it's lunchtime, so I'm going to finish that off. But that is all. And then after lunch I'll come down and do the jobs that I wanted to do, and I might show you what they are as well. Right, see you later. So after lunch I managed to pull up half of the crop of carrots I have at home, and I started clearing the bed that the tomatoes were in. So these are the kohlrabi out of there. The blight shouldn't affect the kohlrabi because it's a brassica, so they should be fine to eat and freeze and leave. But it started raining, so this is a gentle respite in between the nasty cold clouds, so I thought I'd better go in. Right, at least I got the weeding done. See you soon.